These are the tools that you'll need for this project. See the educator guide for more details. I learned this simple 3D box hole from artist David Zinn's book. My daughter Grace drew fish at the bottom of this hole. She chose to make a deeper hole by using a smaller inner square as her focal point. Lizzie added a cat outside of the box. You have a lot more room to draw outside the box on concrete, like I did with these tall sunflowers and Lizzie did with her rocket. It's important to mark where the viewer needs to stand to see the illusion, because it only looks right from one viewpoint. Take your paper and put it in landscape orientation, so it's wide. Then tip its bottom corner to point at your belly button, so the whole paper is at an angle. Measure a box that's 5 inches long, or use a tracer. From the left corner of the square, measure another square that's 4 inches long or even smaller for a deeper hole. Keep in mind that the smaller you make the square, the less space you'll have to fill with items in your box. Use a ruler and draw a line that connects the corners of your squares. Then rotate the paper back to landscape orientation. Now you're ready to fill the hole. I'm drawing koi fish and you can only see their top. They have a rounded head and the rest looks pretty thin as it reaches the tail, which is in a V shape. Add details like fins, eyes, mouths, and whiskers. You can make lily pads by drawing a circle with a pie slice cut out of it. Depending on how high you want the water level in the hole, you can choose to put some of your design outside the smaller box into the larger one. In my final example, you can see where I decided to add some more lily pads in that area. Use chalk to color your fish and charcoal to outline them. These fish are in water, so I'm using blue chalk on the bottom and the sides. I drew lines on the ground outside the hole to make it look more like pavement. Here's a tip for making a light-colored surface. Rub your chalk or charcoal on a paper towel and rub it on the paper. This is called smudging. It spreads the chalk around and can also blend colors together. As a last step, go over all your lines and outline with charcoal, which makes everything pop off the page.